playing deep enough. Little changeup hit the short. That's Bush, comes up with it, fires the first, big stretch in time for the third out. Western gets out of it without any damage. So we're through one inning here at Acumen Stadium. No score. We'll be back with the second inning action here on We Digital. And we're back here for top of the second action. No score early in the ball game. We have the Western Mustangs against the Humber Hawks. Both teams are 1-0 in Pool B action of the CCSA National Championships being held here on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. Games taking place at Acumen Stadium. The football field transferred into a beautiful softball facility. And then we have the St. Clair Sports Park behind us, where St. Clair Saints won their first game 10-1 and will start their second game shortly. The shortstop, Abby Bush, steps to the plate. The right-hander digs in. Bush ready. The first pitch just missed, ball one. Abby Bush, the 5'5" shortstop out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Auburn Drive High School. Michaela Moore on the hill for the Humber Hawks. Fires it. Line shot. Third base. Caught. Alexis Ferreira stayed in there and got the hot shot for out number one. Beautiful play by Ferreira. She had a strong game in game number one as well defensively. That brings up Lee Miranda. First pitch to Miranda misses. Miranda was the standout for Humber in the first game. She had 2 hits and reached on a fielder's choice. Her double led to the winning run. They pulled her for a pinch runner and later walked it off for the early win. This one's hit deep to left field. That's over her head. That's going to go off the wall. She rounds second base. She'll hold up there. Now she goes to third, but wisely holds. A 1-out double for Lee Miranda, having herself a great tournament so far with her third hit of the tournament. Abby Tenpass now, the batter. Abby's out of Lambeth, Ontario. St. Thomas Aquinas Secondary School. 1 out. Runner on second. Michaela Moore gives up her second hit of the ball game. She rocks and fires. Just missed. Big secondary lead. Throw down the second. Back in time. Miranda got a little frisky over there at second base, taking a big lead. Strong throw by Michaela Tuck over to second base to try and pick her off. Unsuccessfully. So Michaela Moore looks at her sign. Rocks and fires. High pop fly right field. Hilpert over. Makes the catch. Miranda tags. Big throw. Nice throw at third base to hold the runner at second. That's a dangerous throw over to third base there. If that skips past her and gets out of play, that runner's going to come all the way home. So 2 outs now. The catcher, Meg Hamilton's up. Hamilton, the 5'8" catcher out of Glencoe, Ontario. Glencoe District High School. Miranda on second base. Strike one. Miranda getting a good jump off of second. Anything that gets past the infield, she's going to try and score. Shortstop playing very deep. Just missed. 1-1. She's deep, almost on the shortstop's almost at the middle of the Saints logo at the center line in the Acumen Stadium football field. She'll have a tough play if she gets one hit to her there. The 1-1 pitch as the wind starts to pick up again from right field. Just missed. Another throw down the second. Just trickles past the second baseman, but no advance from Miranda. Good job by Hannah Koziolik covering up in center field. So 2-1 now, top of the second inning. No score. Miranda on second base. Meg Hamilton up to bat. More rocks and fires. Line drive, left field. That's down. There's going to be a play at the plate. The throw. That's over the catcher's head. The run scores. The runner moves over to third. In time. The Western Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Humber throws the ball around a little bit. Left fielder D'Angelo might have had a play at the plate with a good throw, but overthrew her catcher. And Hamilton just kept running, advancing all the way to third base after the single in the air. So Isert Bender now is the hitter. Hard line drive caught by the first baseman McPherson to end the inning. So Western gets on the board to take a 1-0 lead. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, and we'll be back here on We Digital.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna...
And we're back here at Acumen Stadium, bottom of the second. Western takes a 1-0 lead as Humber comes to bat. Ainsley Weedo back on the mound, taking her warm-up tosses. Emilio Russo is going to lead things off. She's the shortstop for the Humber Hawks. Hey, Bill. Push this further down, please. Western finishes their warm-up tosses. Russo's ready to go. The first pitch, little end of the bat dribbler back to the mound, fires the first in time for the first out of the inning. Good job by Weedo to get that dribbler back. Had a little bit of English on it. She stayed with it for the first out. Riley DeVries now the batter. DeVries in her first year out of Cambridge, Ontario. One and 0 to count, one out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. Humber trails Western 1-0. Little jam shot. Would have went foul. Past the first baseman. She's going to move on to second. Tough play. A good throw would have got her. The spin of that ball would have taken it foul. But third baseman Lauren Greco decided to play it, fired it first, just skipped it past Miranda. So they rule an error there, allowing the runner to move, get from first to second. One on, one out here at bottom of the second inning. Michaela Tuck, the catcher, comes to the plate. Tuck, her second year out of Mississauga, Ontario. Takes ball one. Corners are about even with the bag. Infield, middle infield at regular depth. Fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Riley Devers behind the pitcher there, getting ready for her lead. Hit hard down the left field line, but way foul. Towards the soccer nets, down by the 10-yard line here at Acumen Stadium. 1-2 the count. That's DeVries on second base. Tuck the batter. Little dribbler to the mound. Runner moves over to third base, but they get the out at first. Smart play by Weedo just to get the safe out at first. With 2 outs now, there's a runner on third. Caustic now the batter. 5'6", her third year from Brampton, Ontario. Little running swing. She takes ball 1. She's going to try and slap a ball. You see the second baseman now move in to try and prevent that little slap hit. That's DeVries over on third base. Another little running start. Takes again. Ball 2. Wind picking up here now at Acumen Stadium. Again, blowing in from right field. Sun goes behind the clouds again. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging foul ball. Humber with the tying run over on third base. The 2-1 pitch. Little changeup for a strike. Strike 2. Nice pitch by Ainsley Weedo to get strike number 2. Deuce is wild now. 2-2. Bottom of the second inning. 2 outs. The pitch from Weedo. Little jam shot. Shortstop. Close play at first. In time for the 3rd out of the inning. Nice play by Abby Bush to prevent a run from scoring. So we're through 2 complete. The Western Mustangs lead at 1-0. We'll be back for 3rd inning action here on We Digital.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just...
And we're back here on We Digital. Be sure to catch all the action on WeDigital.ca or the We Digital YouTube page. We'll be here all weekend long, 3 days of CCSA National Championship action. Michaela Moore back on the hill for Humber. 1-0 Western leads it. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. More rocks and fires. A little change up. Ball 1. That's Madison Mahan up to bat. She grounded to the pitcher her first time. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. Just foul. Close to hitting the chalk there down the 35-yard line. That would have been extra bases for sure. Good call by home plate umpire. We had a good view of that up here as well. Mahan takes her warm-up swings. Michaela Moore and Michaela Tuck, the battery for Humber here. The 1-1 pitch. Little change-up in the hole, base hit. Hit hard. Leadoff single for the Western Mustangs. She stayed on that changeup and drove it past the third baseman and shortstop. Nothing they could do about that one. So the left-handed Hilpert comes to the plate with Mahan on first. Hilbert went to Kitchener Collegiate. Bunts down to third baseline. Curls foul. The sun trying to break through. That wind still blustery up here. Outdoors here at Acumen Stadium. We'll keep an eye on the runner here to see if she runs on the bunt. Takes a pitch, fakes a pickoff back to first. Tuck hangs on. McPherson covers the bag. 1-1 now. Mahan ready to go at first base. Hilpert up the bat. The 1-1 pitch. Cuts it in the left center field. Left fielder D'Angelo there with the catch for out number 1. Wind helped hold that ball up for the left fielder Christina D'Angelo to make the catch. So 1 on, 1 out now for the 3-hitter Lauren Greco. She had a hard fly ball to center field her first time. Big right-hander out of Burlington, Ontario, Corpus Christi Catholic Secondary School. Another fake pickoff there. Michaela Tuck trying to keep the runner honest over there. Right-hander in the box. Middle of the plate. 1-0 count. Little jam shot over the left field. In with the easy catch, Christina D'Angelo. So D'Angelo records the second out of the inning. The pitcher now, Ainsley Wiedow. Wiedow trying to help her own cause, try and bring this runner Mahan around for their second run of the ball game. First baseman moves back a little bit, try and keep the ball in front of her. Hit hard in the shallow center field. Center fielder in, gets away from her. It falls in. She got a glove on that, but could not hang on. Koziolik couldn't squeeze the glove. So Wiedow is on second base now. Madison Mahan moved over to third base on the play. So they now have second and third, 2 outs. The 5-hitter, Abby Bush now. She hit a hard line shot to third base the last time that Alexis Ferrero was able to come up with. 1-0 here, Western looking to add on to their lead. 2 outs, top of the third. Hit hard in the left field. Left fielder D'Angelo back. Over her head. That's going to score 2. A stand-up double for Abby Bush as the Western Mustangs take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. D'Angelo had a beat on that ball, but it was hit too hard and got over the head. So the Humber coach comes out to try and calm the team down a little bit. Meeting on the mound, meeting in center field. The meeting breaks up, and we're going to be ready for action here again. As Lee Miranda, the strong hitting first baseman for the Western Mustangs. She already has 3 hits in the tournament, including a double today. That led to the Mustangs' first run. She'll look to cash in this 4th run off of Michaela Moore. Shortstop and second playing very deep up the middle. Try and keep the ball in front of them, prevent another run. Moore wheels and fires, ball 1. Miranda from Saunders Secondary School, her 3rd year out of London, Ontario. In there for strike 1, 1-1. Michaela Moore walks to the back of the mound. A little cold, so tough for the pitcher to get a good grip on the ball today. The 1-1 pitch. Just missed, ball 2. Bush trying to get a good jump off of second base. Anything hits the outfield, she's going to try and score. 2-1 now. Fouled straight back into the stands. Strike 2. So 2-2 now. Michaela Moore ready to go. 2 outs, runner on second base in the top of the third inning. The Mustangs lead at 3-0 over Humber. Both teams are undefeated through pool play so far, both winning their first games. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Michaela Moore to get out of that inning. The Mustangs lead at 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning here at Acumen Stadium. And we'll be back here on We Digital.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Reset it or just put it flat? We're back here at Acumen Stadium, bottom of the third inning. Humber coming to bat. The Hawks trail 3-0 early in this ball game. Koziolik will bat for the Humber Hawks. She's the center fielder. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the We Digital team, will be bringing you all the action over the 3-day tournament for the CCSA National Championship here at St. Clair College. Hit hard into left field. Leadoff single for Koziolik. Humber's got something going early. So the top of the order now. Shea Hilpert. She grounded out the shortstop her first time. First year out of Waterloo, Ontario. The left-hander digs in. Little swinging, caught, line drive, play over at first, double play. Beautiful play by Lauren Greco. Leaping catch for the first out. Throws it over the Miranda for the 5-3 double play. Beautiful play by the Mustangs defense. So D'Angelo now comes to bat. She walked and stole a base the first inning. Little changeup, line drive, in time. Great inning on defense for Lauren Greco. They're out of it quickly. So we're through 3 complete now. The Mustangs lead at 3-0. We'll be back here on We Digital. Fast innings. Keep them
up. For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
Top of the fourth action coming shortly here at Acumen Stadium, the home of the Saints. The CCSA National Championships being held Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pool A action behind us at St. Clair Sports Park as the St. Clair Saints have a 1-0 record as they play their second game. And on the Acumen Stadium, currently we have the Humber Hawks taking on the Western Mustangs. Both teams are 1-0. Western leads this game 3-0 here as we head to the top of the fourth. Michaela Moore still on the mound for the Hawks. Humber making a pitching change now in the fourth inning. Megan Muir on the mound now. Michaela Moore pitched well. She gave up 3 runs, but she was throwing a lot of strikes. Western just hitting the ball hard. So Muir comes in. She's a 5'6" pitcher out of Brampton. Her 4th year at Humber. First pitch in for a ball. Strike 1 in the 10 pass. She flew at the right her first time. Only one strikeout for Michaela Moore today. Little check swing grounder to the mound. Flips it to first in time. Out number 1. So Meg Hamilton now. She singled and was stranded in the second inning. She's the catcher. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Western leads 3-0. Fastball in there. Strike 1. Muir has a little bit more gas on that fastball. Moore didn't throw it quite as hard. A little bit of a change of pace pitcher. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hamilton in there now from Cambridge. Fouls it straight back. Count remains 0-2. Two strikes now to the catcher, Meg Hamilton. She's 1 for 1 today. Just outside. Michaela Tuck tried to frame that one on the corner. Unable to do so for ball 1. 1-2 now. Muir fires, line drive, left field, hooking foul. D'Angelo gives it chase, but a good 5 yards foul past the 30-yard line here at Acumen Stadium. One and two now, Muir on the hill. The catcher Hamilton, 1-2 count. Change up, check swing in the left field, caught by D'Angelo. The running catch. 2 outs. Little check swing shot there by the catcher. D'Angelo easily makes the catch in left field.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna.
Isert Bender now. Hanik Isert Bender from Plattsville, Ontario. Rockaway Mennonite Collegiate. In her first year at Western. She lined out her first time up. Fouls it back to the screen. 1-1. As Tuck throws it back to Muir. The 1-1 pitch. Just missed. 2-1. Top of the 4th action. 3-0 Western. Pool B action here at Acumen Stadium. Both teams 1-0 on the field right now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Off the catcher's glove. Two and two, 2 outs now. Third baseman comes in to talk. Alexis Ferreira comes to talk to Megan Muir. Get on the same page. Shortstop Russo playing very deep at short. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Muir blows the fastball by her for out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 4th, Humber coming to bat. They trail 3-0. We'll be back here on We Digital.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
And we're back here at Acumen Stadium. Western on defense. Alexis Ferreira, the third baseman, comes to the plate. She struck out looking her first time. Humber trails the Mustangs 3-0 here. Bottom of the 4th inning. misses ball one. So Weedo still on the mound for the Western Mustangs. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Ground ball with eyes, found its way up the middle. A leadoff single for Alexis Ferreira. So Jess McPherson comes to the plate. The tall 6-footer, local product out of Essex, Ontario. In her third year for Humber. Hard ground ball, foul. Isert Bender retrieves the foul ball and flips it back in. 0-1. Ferreira on first base. The 0-1 pitch from Weedo. Pop fly towards me, just in front of us. Two strikes now. Weedo now, the 0-2 pitch, rocks and fires. Down low, ball one. Humber bench on their feet, trying to will their team to a rally as they trail the Western Mustangs 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Just missed ball two. 2-2 now. Ferreira on first base. Weedo rocks back. Twirls and fires. Up high. Full count. Big payoff pitch coming here as Weedo adjusts the mound to her liking. And we're ready for the payoff pitch. Ferreira on first base after her leadoff single up the middle. Weedo rocks back. The payoff pitch. Fouled straight up in the air. Catcher's under it. She makes the play just in foul ball territory for out number one. Tough play for the catcher, Meg Hamilton there. She wasn't able to spin around and get her back to the field, so she had to worry about the wind that's blowing in from right field there. Base runner Alexis Ferreira is able to get back safely at first. And we have 1 on, 1 out. Amelia Russo grounds it to the mound her first time. Ball one low. Russo from Kelowna, BC, her first year here with the Hawks. Little jam shot back to the mound. Easy catch by the pitcher Weedo for out number two. Got her on the handle there and couldn't get much power on that. Weedo makes the easy catch, and the runner retreats back to first base. So Riley DeVries now the batter. Big right-hander, her first year. A little change of pace there from the pitcher Weedo for strike one. Runner on first, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hit hard this shortstop, knocks it down, flip to second, in time for the force out to end the bottom of the fourth. So we're through 4 complete. The Western Mustangs lead the Humber Hawks 3-0, and we'll be back here at Acumen Stadium on We Digital.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do? What can...
So Megan Muir back on the mound for the Humber Hawks. Top of the 5th inning action. Western Mustangs lead it 3-0 over the Humber Hawks. Both teams are 1-0 so far in Pool B action here on Acumen Stadium. We'll have action all weekend long on WeDigital.ca and the WeDigital YouTube page. We'd like to see you down here at the stadium, but if not, you can catch all the action on WeDigital.ca. Swing and a miss. Madison Mahan swings through that one for strike number 1. We're throwing a lot harder than Michaela Moore was. The first pitcher who gave up the 3 runs for the Hawks. The leadoff hitter for the Mustangs up. High fly ball left field. D'Angelo there. She makes the catch for out number 1. Hit it hard, but got underneath that one. Easy play by D'Angelo. So Blythe Hilpert, the batter. She's a second baseman. She's 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. Ball low, 1-0. Hilpert in her 3rd year at Western out of Kitchener, Ontario. The 1-0 pitch. Hit foul down the left side. Into the Saints end zone here at Acumen Stadium on the campus of St. Clair College. The left-hander in the box, ready for the 1-1 pitch. Just low, 2-1. Moyer now rocks and fires the 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back into the grandstands for strike number 2. Big cheer behind us at St. Clair Sports Park as the Saints have something going behind us. The 2-2 pitch from Weir. High fastball. That'll run the count to full. So Muir, big 3-2 pitch coming. Hilpert in there ready. Just missed inside, ball 4. Hilpert earns the walk.
Third baseman number 20, Lauren Greco.
So behind us at St. Clair Sports Park, the Saints have an early 1-0 lead in their game, and they hold a 1-0 record in Pool A action here at St. Clair. It's fouled back. We're in the CCSA National Championships. Round-robin pool play today with the top 3 teams in each pool advancing. The 1 seeds getting a bye, the 4 seeds being eliminated, and then we'll have a crossover game between the 2 and the 3 seeds. Fastball just missed, 1-1. So ever important to gain that 1 seed to get that first round bye. A lot of softball here over the 3 days. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back into the grandstands towards cameraman Kelvin. 1-2. Lauren Greco up. She's 0 for 2. She's flown out to center and right field this game. From Corpus Christi Catholic High School. Burlington, Ontario, the tall right-hander. Gets ready for this 1-2 pitch. Muir rocks back, twirls and fires down low, almost hit her. Nice stop by Michaela Tuck to keep the runner from advancing. Hilpert off of first base, with first baseman Jess McPherson keeping her close. Just low again. Throw down the first, back in time. McPherson applies the tag, just late. Full count now. We'll see if Western has anything going with this full count pitch. The 3-hitter up. Greco up to bat. The payoff pitch. She's going. Ball 4. She advances on the walk. She was running on the play, but Greco is able to watch that ball sail low and earn the walk. Weedo now. Ainsley Weedo, the cleanup hitter. She's pitching today for the Western Mustangs. She's up a 3-0 lead, and she's trying to add on to her lead. Outfield playing pretty deep, shortstop as well. Little change of pace. Nice pitch there by Megan Muir. Guido was way ahead of that pitch for the first strike. Hilpert getting a big jump off of second base on the throw. Fastball in there. Strike two. Started out with that changeup way out ahead and then blows the fastball by her. She's got Guido guessing here on the 0-2 pitch. Just missed. Catcher holds it there for the umpire. Doesn't get the call. Ball one. 1-2. Michaela Tuck really tried to hold that there for the umpire for strike three. Unable to do so. Top of the fifth. Western leads 3-0. Still a changeup hitting the right field. Hilpert's there. Runner tags. Heads to third. Strong throw. One hopper. Safe at third. Throw to second. She's out at second base. She tried to advance on the throw to third. Unable to do so. Good defense there by Humber. Ferreira didn't get the out at third, but smartly fires it over to Kostick to get the third out of the inning on the double play. Heading to the bottom of the fifth inning, Western still leads it 3-0 here on We Digital.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember,
That was some bad base running. She had no business running to second base there. She could have stole on the next pitch. Took him right out of her rally.
Email from school about the incident today.
scary.
You know, teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
Yeah, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, anything, you need to tell an adult, someone you know and trust. That can be hard, but speaking up about a problem is what helping a friend is all about.
Ready for action here at the bottom of the fifth. Guido back on the mound. Takes ball one. The Western bench. My name is Dan Dominguez, and the We Digital team bringing you all the action from Acumen Stadium. You can see the team's getting ready for the next game in the background a little. Hit hard down the right field line. Wildman's there. She makes the catch for out number one. Following this game, we're going to have the Calgary Dinos taking on the Ottawa GGs for the final game of this day one action. We got a pinch hitter coming up here for Humber. Looks like number 17, Brianna Oliver. So Oliver getting her first swings of the tournament. Ottawa GG's warming up for their game. That's going to be played here at Acumen Stadium at 4 o'clock. Guido rocks and fires. Strike one to Oliver. Outfield backs up a little bit for the big right-handed hitter. The 0-1 pitch just misses. Hamilton tried the frame, but that one was down and away, unable to do so. 1-1 the count. Fastball in there for strike two. Oliver flinched at that one, unable to pull the trigger. Down 1-2 in the count. Guido still throwing a two-hit shutout here. Grounded foul. Humber having trouble getting some offense going. They haven't had a runner at third base yet today. One out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-0 lead for the Western Mustangs. Both teams are 1-0 so far in pool play. Change up. Fouled into the dugout. Humber's players scatter. Number 3, Shea Hilbert hit the deck to get out of the way of that one. Small opening there on the first base dugout, but that ball had eyes. 1-2 now. Hit deep to left field. Isert Bender's there. Makes the catch for out number 2. Hit hard there by Oliver. We just got underneath it. Isert Bender makes the easy catch for the second out of the inning. Guido now has 2 outs, nobody on. Koziolik now, center fielder for the Humber Hawks, takes one down for ball 1. Both teams up on the fence, rooting their team on. 1-0 count. Misses ball 2. The Hawks bench been singing since the first inning. Unable to get anything going in this second game of their tournament. They won their first game 9-0 to improve to 1-0, while Western defeated the Calgary Dinos in walk-off form 1-0 this morning. A little change of pace. Late strike call on the 3-0 pitch. 3-1 now. Humber just trying to get base runners now. Down 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball misses. Ball 4. Humber has a walk. So that brings Hilbert up now. Leadoff hitter. 2 out, 1 on. As the Hawks trail 3-0. Defense shifts over a little bit. The center fielder moves over. The left-handed bat. Hit hard to shortstop. Bush flips over the first base in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So we're through 5 complete. The Mustangs still lead 3-0 over the Hawks. We'll be back for the 6th inning here on We Digital. Megan Weir back on the mound. Got a score report behind us at St. Clair Sports Park. Bottom of the 3rd inning, the St. Clair Saints lead 1-0. They're 1-0 in Pool A action. They'll look to improve, get their 2nd win to get their CCSA National Championship tournament off to a great start. We encourage you all to come down to St. Clair campus to see all the action on Acumen Stadium or the St. Clair Sports Park. But if you can't, be sure to visit the WeDigital.ca or the WeDigital YouTube page to catch all the action all weekend long for the CCSA National Champion. Abby Bush is going to lead things off here for the Mustangs as they look to improve on their 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Moyer rocks and fires the first pitch. Just misses ball 1. The right-hander in the box, ready for the 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back into the grandstands for strike 1. Bush, her 2nd year at Western. Ready for the 1-1 pitch. Muir rocks and fires. Hit hard to the left side. Shortstop comes off with it. Russo fires across in time for out number 1. Beautiful play in the hole by Amelia Russo. Fires over to McPherson to get the Humber Hawks first out of the inning. She was playing deep in the hole, but she was able to get that crow hopping over the first base in time for the first out. So here comes big hitting Lee Miranda. She's been the Western Mustangs' strongest hitter in this tournament so far. Strike 1. She has a double and a strikeout, scored a run. She had 2 hits in the first game. Her last hit led to the winning run. The 0-1 pitch now from Muir. Check swing over the first baseman's head. She makes a nice running catch. McPherson with a running catch down the right field line for the second out of the inning. Abby Tenpes now. 2 outs, nobody on. Mustangs hold a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Megan Weir mowing down the Mustangs since she's come in. A little change of pace, just missed on the outside part of the plate. She came on in the 4th inning. She's yet to allow a hit so far. She walked a couple. She has a strikeout so far in her 3rd inning of action. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Humber bench really cheering now, trying to get their offense back up the bat to try and quell this 3-0 lead. Pop foul towards the grandstands. Look out. Almost caught a fan. Fans bundled up here on the chilly Acumen Stadium. Wind blowing in from right field. The sun having trouble getting through the thick cloud cover here in Windsor, Ontario. Little check swing down the third base line. Give me a tough play at first. Should be safe. She is. Hit it just off the end of the bat. Alexis Ferreira charged, fired over to McPherson, but Tenpes was able to beat it out for the infield single. So Meg Hamilton now, she's 1 for 2, a single and a flyout. We might have a pinch runner now here for Tenpes. So we do have a pinch runner. Looks like number 2. Ashley Wildman. So the Mustangs try and get a little bit more speed on the base pass with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, trying to get that runner in scoring position. Gets a good run off of first. Misses ball 1. She's going to look for something in the gap to score on. Meg Hamilton's hit the ball hard 2 times. The 1-0 pitch from Weir. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Blew the fastball right by her. See the outfield, center field playing deep, trying to keep that ball in front of them. No double defense here. They can't afford to give up any more runs to the Mustangs. Pop foul into the grandstands. 1-1. Wildman on first base, pinch running for Tenpes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The inning is over. So Humber gets out of it. They're going to come to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 3-0. We'll be back here on We Digital.
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
And we're back here at Acumen Stadium. Bottom of the 6th action. Western Mustangs leading the Humber Hawks 3-0. Hawks looking to get something going. They've been having trouble against Ainsley Wiedow, the star pitcher for the Western Mustangs. She threw a perfect game last week in OUA action, with the university. She also threw a 2-hitter, had 4 homers over the week. They adjust the mound, have a little team meeting. Christina D'Angelo coming to bat, the right-hander getting ready. Big inning here for Humber to try and get back into it. Wiedow throwing a 2-hit shutout so far here in the 6th inning. Not striking a lot of hitters out. Only 1 strikeout for Wiedow. That came in the 1st inning. But the defense playing spectacular behind her for the Western Mustangs. Here we go here in the bottom of the 6th. Wiedau fires in. Strike one on the outside corner. Oh, and 1 now. Wiedau rocks and fires. Ground ball, shortstop. Bush flips to first. Safe at first base. Big stretch by the third baseman, but not in time. Looks like Abby Bush had a little trouble getting the ball out of her glove there. And that was all the difference with D'Angelo able to beat it out at first base. Big leadoff single there for the Hawks as they try and get their offense kick-started. Alexis Ferreira, the batter. She struck out looking in the first inning. Fouled straight back into the screen. Strike one. It was hit hard to the shortstop that previous play, but good wheels there from Christina D'Angelo to beat out the throw from Abby Bush. Good stretch by Miranda, but just not in time. Ferreira's 1 for 2 today. Little changeup. Just missed. Ball 1. 1-1 now. Humber bench singing again on the bench. Try and get their offense going. The 1-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. As D'Angelo retreats back to first base. Lee Miranda keeping her close. Wiedau now with the 1-2 count. Gets her sign. Rocks and fires. Misses outside. Pickoff play. Back safely. Looks like the base runners are having a little bit of trouble on the AstroTurf. When they dive back, they're not getting any slide to it. They're kind of coming to a stop on the field. That's something they're going to have to adjust. 1-2 pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. Hooking. Well foul. Isaac Bender gave it chase. The wind really picking up now here at Acumen Stadium on the campus of St. Clair College. Pool B action here as Western is leading the Humber Hawks 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Wiedau fires. The runner goes. She's safe at second base. A little bit of miscommunication. Shortstop Bush didn't get over to cover in time. Blythe Hilbert was behind the bag. No chance of getting the runner at second base. So Ferreira in there, the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. We'll redo full count. Humber looking to get their first runner on the third base today. Full count pitch. Line shot left field, just foul. About 2 or 3 feet foul down that left field line. That would have been trouble. That would have easily scored D'Angelo from second. Ferreira resets. D'Angelo retreats back to second base, and we'll do the payoff pitch again. Wiedau rocks and fires. Foul ball back this way. Scatter some of the St. Clair College workers. Full count again. Wiedau working hard this at-bat. Foul ball off the batter. Ferreira hanging tough in this at-bat. Has to limp that one off on this cold Friday afternoon. She walks that one off down to her third base coach. Stretches it out. Calgary and Ottawa getting ready to take place in their game at 4 o'clock following this game. We're in the bottom of the 6th as Western leads 3-0. Wiedau rocks back and fires. Hit deep in the right field. Wildman's over. Can't make the catch. It fell in the foul ball territory. Wildman gave it a stab, but unable to come up with it. We'll do the full count pitch again. So Ferreira is really making Wiedau work here. D'Angelo still at second. Nobody out. Change up. Fouled back this way again into the dugout. Still 3-2. cloud covers all the way around at St. Clair College. The temperature dropping throughout the day, it feels like. The full count pitch. Fastball, ball 4. The Humber Hawks have first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They trail 3-0. That'll bring their cleanup hitter, Jessica McPherson, the first baseman. Meeting on the mound, and there's also a meeting down the third base coach, seeing what they want to do with this 2-on, nobody out situation. The Humber bench excited as they have their first rally of the ball game. A little bit of dancing there. Julie Kostick doesn't have any music, but she's dancing anyway, just trying to stay warm. So first and second, nobody out. Cleanup hitter McPherson. She's the Essex native. Local product from Windsor, Essex County. Big situation here. Ends Guido in her first trouble of the ball game. Foul down the right side. First baseman Miranda gives it chase but runs out of room. Strike number 1. Humber trying to claw their way back into this game. Corners are in. Prevent any little dribblers for the Western Mustangs. Middle infield playing deep. Outfield deep as well. Trying to prevent extra base hits. Batter calls time. She wasn't ready for Guido. Guido McPherson's 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a pop-up. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. She swung at a bad one down in the strike zone. A little over anxious there. Down 0-2 now. Big situation here now, bottom of the 6th. Both teams really rooting their teams on hard now. Western, the loudest I've heard them so far, just missed outside. Both teams up on the fence, cheering their girls on. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, hit hard, foul. We'll redo the 1-2. She was on that pitch, just pulled it well foul. That'll shift the shortstop way over in the hole. She's almost behind the third baseman a little bit there. The 1-2 pitch, again, past the third base coach. He dives out of the way. That's head coach Dwayne Bowles in his 6th year, having to step around that hard hit grounder. So, yeah, shortstop Abby Bush really deep in the hole, trying to prevent that ball from getting through to left field. Guido rocks and fires, fouled off into the grandstands. Fans really have to keep their head on a swivel here with this low backstop. You see the runner on second, D'Angelo. Ferreira on first. Guido's ready to fire. High, ball 2. Humber with their first big chance of today's game. 2-2, 2 on, nobody out. Guido in her first bit of trouble. Fastball hit hard down the third base line. Fair ball out at third base. That was close down the line. Third baseman Greco just gets that ball before it goes foul and is able to get the force out at third. So that's a big first out. We might have a pinch hitter here. That's Coach Lemon talking. Looks like we might have a pitching change for Western. Guido's been working hard on the mound. A little bit of a jam. This cold day, they don't want to overwork her on day 1 of the tournament. Coach Dwayne Bowles there talking to his club, trying to get a rally going here against a new pitcher. A few defensive adjustments here. Looks like the pitcher, Guido, is going to move in the center field. Mahan leaves the game, and we have a new pitcher. That's Amy LeDuc. She pitched in the first game today. Big situation here for the LeDuc. She led her team to a 1-0 walk-off win over the Calgary Dinos this morning in Game 1 action. She takes her warm-up tosses at her infield, discusses the action. Three 0 the Mustangs lead it here in the bottom of the sixth inning. 1 out. Amelia Russo is going to be the hitter when we're ready. She's grounded out and popped out both times to the pitcher.
Your attention, please, now pitching for the Western Mustangs, number 18, Amy LeDuc. Playing center field, number 4, Ainsley Widow.
So Wheatley had a solid effort on the mound today. She'll finish the game out in center field, keep her strong bat in the lineup. And LeDuc will try and save this one for her. She's got 5 outs to go. Humber still with 2 on, 1 out. Russo steps into the box, the big right-hander ready to go, and we're ready for action again at Acumen Stadium. Big fastball in there for strike 1. Ferreira taking a big secondary lead off of second base after the pitch. Ferreira and McPherson, the base runners. We got timeout on the field. There's a loose ball down the right field line. As the Calgary Dinos are doing their warm-ups. They'll face off at 4 o'clock against the Ottawa GGs. So Russo now, shortstop today. 0 for 2. Looks down at Bowles for his sign, for her sign. The 0-1 pitch. Squares the bunt. Bunt's foul. 0-2. So Bowles tried to get the infield moving a little bit, bunt it down, see if they can get Western to throw the ball around a little bit. But Russo unable to get the bunt down. Hard throwing Amy LeDuc, not easy to bunt off of her. She threw a complete game shutout in the first game as they beat Calgary 1-0. Swing and a miss. She's out. Out number 2. Blows the fastball by her. DeVries now comes to bat with 2 runners aboard. Humber still without a runner on third base today. LeDuc rocks and fires. In there for a strike 1 call. DeVries reached on an error and grounded out the shortstop her 2 times up. The 0-1 pitch. Change up in the dirt. Big jump off the bag from the base runners, but no advancement. Runners have to play it safe there. They're down 3 runs. Those runners on first and second can't afford to get picked off. One pitch. Both teams cheering hard, getting excited here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Mustangs lead at 3-0. LeDuc steps off the rubber. DeVries out of the box, takes a few cuts, and she's back in the box ready to go. LeDuc ready for the 1-1 pitch. Rocks and fires. Fouled over the screen. Strike 2. Ferreira on second. McPherson on first. 2 on, 2 outs, 1-2 the count. LeDuc trying to get out of the jam. Starting pitcher Guido now in center field defensively. This 1-2 pitch to DeVries. Hit hard to the right side. Second baseman Hilbert there. Fires the first for the 3rd out. The Mustangs get out of the jam. We're through 6 complete now. The Western Mustangs lead it 3-0. We'll be back here for the 7th inning here on We Digital. we're back here, top of the 7th action, Acumen Stadium, home of the St. Clair Saints on the campus of St. Clair College. Opening day of the CCSA National Championships. The Western Mustangs lead this one 3-0. Both teams 1-0 so far in the tournament. Pool B action. Pool A action behind us at St. Clair Sports Park. The St. Clair Saints won their first game. Cold, windy day here in Windsor, Ontario. Humber looks to get out of this inning quickly to try and get back on offense, to try and come back in this final inning. Isert Bender now. Struck out and lined out her first 2 times. Takes the first pitch, just misses ball 1. We are still on the mound for the Humber Hawks. Pop fly, shallow second base. Caustic there for the easy catch for out number 1. Top of the order now for the Western Mustangs. Madison Mahan comes up. She's 1 for 3. Ground out and a fly out. She scored 1 of the 3 Western runs back in the 3rd inning. Abby Bush cashed in 2 on a double in that inning. Ball 1 misses. Right-hander digs into the box. Moyer rocks and fires. Little bunt down the third baseline. Ferrera's there. Fires the first. Not in time. Single. Bunt single for Madison Mahan. Beautiful bunt down the third baseline. Nothing Ferrera could do on that play with the speedy Mahan reaching first base for her second hit of the game. Blythe Hilpert now. She's reached base a couple times on a single and a walk. Flew out back in the 3rd. Little squares the bunt down to the pitcher. Fires the first. Safe at first base. Close call. Speedy runners here for the top of the order for the Western Mustangs to get a couple of runners on with 1 out. 3. Okay. What inning? So 2 on, 1 out here. The 3-hitter, Lauren Greco. She's 0 for 2 and a walk today. Takes strike number 1. We have action at St. Clair Sports Park behind us. The St. Clair Saints lead their game 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're 1-0, trying to improve to 2-0 early in this tournament. High fly ball deep in the foul ball territory. The team's warming up, trying to make that play into the end zone. 0-2 now to the 3-hitter, Lauren Greco. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Little change of pace to the third baseman. She gets the force out of third. Fires across the diamond. It's past the first baseman. The runner's around third base. She rounds it, but it has to hold on. They got to run that ball in. Dangerous defense there by the Humber Hawks. So they got the force out at third base when they fired across for the double play. Got past first baseman Jess McPherson. So the Mustangs have 2 on now with 2 outs. And they're big hitting now center fielder Ainsley Weedo. Batted .733 last week for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She had 4 homers and a grand slam last week. The 1-1 pitch coming up after Muir fixes her laces. Just got word that the Saints took a 6-0 lead now over at St. Clair Sports Park behind us. Day 1 of the CCSA National Championships. Fouled back into the grandstand towards cameraman Kelvin. He's unable to make the play. So top of the 7th action here. Western Mustangs looking to pile on their 3-0 lead. Change up, dribbler down the third baseline. Curling foul. Count remains 1-2. Ferreira wouldn't have been able to do anything with that ball. Big at bat here as Guido, their cleanup hitter, looking for some insurance runs for the Mustangs, trying to improve the 2-0 in this softball national championships. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the third out. Moyer blows it past her. So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Humber needs a rally to get back into this game. We'll be back here on We Digital.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
And we're back here, bottom of the 7th action now. The Western Mustangs lead at 3-0. Both teams are 1-0 coming into this ball game. My name is Dan Dominguez, and myself, along with the We Digital crew, is bringing you all the action for the 3-day tournament here at beautiful campus of St. Clair College. Pool B action here at Acumen Stadium. Pool A behind us at St. Clair Sports Park. The Humber Hawks need a big inning here. They trail 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. They'll need 3 for a tie, 4 for a win. Michaela Tuck, the catcher, is going to lead things off for the Hawks. She's got to get something going. Amy Leduc back on the hill, looking for the save. She got the win in her first game. Now trying to save game number 2. Misses down low, ball 1. Humber still in good spirits on the first base side, trying to will their team to some base runners and some runs. The right-hander in the box, the 1-0 pitch. High fastball, 2-0. Amy Leduc, her customary walk to the back of the mound, takes a deep breath. The temperature really dropping here, the wind blowing from right field. Change up, down low, 3-0. Humber trying to do what they can to get some base runners on. They're tying run in the hole right now. The 3-0 pitch. She takes strike 1 right down the middle. Good take there by Tuck. She's got to do anything she can to get on base. The big right-hander steps back into the box. Leduc leans back, rocks and fires. Swing, ground ball to third base. Greco over the first, in time for out number 1. One hopper to the third baseman, Greco. Plenty of time to flip it over to the first baseman, Miranda. Leduc, the first out of the inning. The Mustangs are now 2 outs away from improving to 2-0 in this tournament. Kostick now back in the game. She got pinch hit for her last time up, but she re-entered for Oliver. 0-1. Pitcher Leduc adjusts her mound. One out, the 0-1 pitch from Leduc. Swinging fly ball to left field. Iser Bender, center fielder Guido calls her off and makes the play. Good job by the center field to take charge there and record the second out of the inning. Makes the catch to help preserve her win that Leduc is trying to save here. Koziolik now. Humber's last hope here in the bottom of the 7th inning. High fastball. A lot of heat on that one for ball 1. Humber still in good spirits. The 1-0 pitch. Change up. Down low. Ball 2. If Koziolik can reach, they'll have the top of their order. Hilpert's on deck. 2-0 pitch. Leduc leans back, rocks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike one. Second and short, playing real deep on the infield. Corners about even with the bag. The 2-1 pitch. Hit foul straight back into the grandstands. The Mustangs are now one strike away from taking this third game of the tournament. They would improve to 2-0 with a win. Humber would fall to 1-1 if they can't have a miraculous comeback here at Acumen Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball into the dugout. We'll reset on the 2-2. Both teams up on the fence. Seeing how this one's going to end. Amy LeDuc on the mound. 2-2 pitch. Gets her sign. Rocks back. Takes her time. Fires in. Change up. Fouled into the grandstand. The crowd scatters as they try and make a play. She really pulled the string on that one. But Koziolik able to fight it off for another life here on a 2-2 count. LeDuc rocks and fires. Fastball, strike three. The Western Mustangs get the third out, and they have won the ball game 3-0 to improve to 2-0 in this tournament. Humber falls to 1-1. My name is Dan Dominguez. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to WeDigital.ca, and you can catch all the action on the WeDigital YouTube page. We hope you tune in for the 4 o'clock game here at Acumen Stadium, where the Calgary Dinos will take on the Ottawa GGs. So until then, my name is Dan Dominguez. We'll be signing off here on WeDigital at Acumen Stadium on the College of St. Clair College. What was the score? 3-0?